Today's the day we are gonna regret doing things correctly. I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And together we are on the mission of bringing this sailboat that was neglected for over 22 years back to life.
So don't forget to subscribe and to join us every Monday for a new episode. Yeah, we need to unassemble the entire helm because, as you guys know, we're going to replace the engine, and in order to do that we need to open up the hatch that's right underneath the cockpit. And we use a lot of Sikaflex and other stuff that it's good when you use and you don't want to, or you don't need to open, but now we need to open. That was the red silicone. Don't ever put red silicone. Living and learning. Yeah, maybe Sikaflex is better. Because Sikaflex, when you heat red silicone, see, it's still hard. It won't get soft with heat, and Sikaflex will get really soft with heat. So maybe Sikaflex is a better solution.
We did it! I thought today was gonna be the day we would hate Sikaflex, but it's the opposite.
Not yet. When we need to take the big hatch, then we're gonna regret. This one was like just like a really thin layer. Next step, we need to take this chain off, and in order to take this chain off, we need to go all the way to the quadrant and unassemble the wires from the quadrant. It's hot inside. Ready for this?
Ha!
We did it! In the beginning of the day, Roberta said, if we take the entire helm off, it's a successful day. That means?
It was.
Successful day. And we can call up the day because I'm really, really tired. And tomorrow we can go back to work on the engine, right?
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
Tomorrow.
Good morning. Another day, another job. What are you doing?
Working as usual. Today we're gonna take off these cables, the gearbox cable and the throttle cable, because on the new engine we are gonna use these, so I want to store them safely so we don't. This beautiful. Yeah. That was really expensive, but it's a really good cable, so we need to safely store somewhere before we take the engine off. Sikaflex was a good choice. This was really stuck the last time we did this, and now it's completely loose.
Another point for Sikaflex.
By the way, we're not sponsored by Sikaflex, okay? It's just we use a lot of the product. The problem here is that this is aluminum, this is stainless steel, and the last time we took this off, we need to heat it up because it was like so glued together, like welded together. So now with Sikaflex we create a bound, just a layer of protection in between, and then it's really easy to take it off. It's so good to lose things on the build when we're gonna take the engine off. Back like a month ago, every time we lose something to the build, I'm like, oh, why did we let this go? Now I don't really care. It's really good. That's it. First part of our new engine. Now we just need an engine. Yeah, we're gonna store this, and next step is to either take the heat exchanger off or to take the oil off the engine. What do you think? What do you want to do first?
The oil, I guess.
The oil first?
Yeah.
Let's take the oil first then. We change our minds. We're gonna first empty the diesel line.
What's next?
We want to take the diesel return line off, but if we do that, we're going to spill some diesel on the build, and we have a lot of water hose from the hot water tank, and we don't want to get all the hoses that we're going to use in the future, the same ones, dirt with diesel, so we decide to take off first the water lines, so we need to empty the pressure on the system, and then we are going to try to take all the hoses connected to the hot water tank. Let's hope we don't do a mess, of course. Are you ready for the mess?
At least it's water.
Yeah, when I open this, it's gonna come water from this side and this side. This is the hot water tank, and this is just the system. Ready? Set. Let's take this first.
Next step is to take the hot water tank off.
Yeah, because the hot water tank is right in the, not in the middle, but it's gonna take some space off the hatch that need to be open to take the engine off. And yeah, I think it's gonna be easier to work. Just doing something else. We do like one thing, and then we're like, let's do something else, and then we go back to the other thing. Yeah. Basically, we are working on the big project that is emptying the engine room, and every time we find a solution for something we didn't know before, like this one, because we didn't know where was the screw.
This is like a puzzle. We find one piece and the other piece, and we put all together.
We found the screw, the hidden screw for this one, and that's really good. It was behind, but now we have a problem that we need to take the electricity. Ooh. I'm not gonna take the light off now. I'm gonna leave this for now here.
Let's go back to the hot water tank.
Back to the hot water tank.
What do you have there?
That's just the hose that heated up the water tank. So this is the hot water from the engine that goes inside of the hot water tank. you know, drives around inside and then come back through the top that we already took off. Let's see. Now we can take this one off.
Next step, we need to take the oil from the engine and from the gearbox.
Yeah, this is gonna be a messy job, always. Oil is just messy. At least we have this pump that can take oil both from the engine and from the gearbox. You just choose which one you want. Now all we need to do is take the oil off, and then we need to take the heat exchanger off, and we are basically ready to take the engine off.
We just need to take the hatch off.
Oh yeah, the hatch. The hatch is gonna be a mission. This is gonna be the trickiest part, and we are gonna for sure regret using Sikaflex. Yeah, we have so much Sikaflex on this hatch because we thought we would, I don't know, keep there for like 10 years. You know, plans change all the time, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
But we are almost ready to go.
Really, really, really close. Now, you need to take this to the big bucket. That's the first of many.
Huh.
I think it's gonna be like 15 of these. Maybe even more.
First one, check. Let's go to the second one. Can you guess how many liters we had of oil on the engine and on the gearbox?
Yeah.
Pause the video and you can guess, and then
Yeah.
you can come back.
Now that you already paused the video and you already came back, I think you were right. This engine is drunk. So it's like around 10 liters for the engine and like 7 liters for the gearbox.
Yeah.
That's a lot, by the way. Yeah, we're still taking the little... Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. Can you hear?
The engine's talking with you.
Okay.
The last words.
Yeah, that's the last words of our engine. Not the last words. The last words with us, with her new owner one day. She's gonna talk a lot. But with us, we're just right now unassembling the whole thing, trying to make this huge engine looks a little bit smaller so it can fit through the hatch on the top of the boat. It's a tricky task. Yeah.
Have you said which engine is this one?
This is a MWM. If you don't know what we're talking about, a few weeks ago we decided that we wanted to replace the engine of our sailboat, and we explained everything about the engine and why we're replacing the engine on that video that we can link somewhere. And we're gonna replace this engine that's an MWM 3 cylinders 229D for a Yamaha 54 horsepower 4 cylinders.
So we are waiting for the new engine to arrive. It's gonna arrive on February.
5 weeks from now, exactly.
So we have 5 weeks to work on this and maybe something else because it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, we need to take this engine off, and then we're gonna treat the entire engine room. We're gonna pimp the engine room. We're gonna paint the bilge. We are gonna create a seat for me to work on the new engine here, probably. That's the dream.
And we need to create a new crib for the new engine.
And create a new crib for the engine, yeah. But first, in order to do that, we still need to take the heat exchanger off and open this hatch. That's gonna be so tricky.
Let's keep working.
Yeah, we're gonna take off the hatch and then we can lift the engine. I'm just talking a little bit so I can rest.
I think it's over, baby.
It's over. Yeah. Can you take these off for me? That's it. One last thing. Now
Now
we need to unscrew this and take the heat exchanger off, and that's it, right?
we need to take some hose to the bilge there.
Yeah, we need. Oh yeah, and we need to disconnect this. It's like a huge puzzle. It's a cool puzzle. It's a good experience. We never touched an engine before this boat, and now we're just like taking apart by ourselves the entire engine. That's really cool. Proud. I mean, it's not anything hard to do. It's just screws, hoses. But it's a nice experience. You get to know better the engine that we're not gonna see anymore. But I'm rumbling again. Yeah, that's me tired. It's so hot inside of the boat that I'm just relaxing and just, if I keep talking, I don't need to work. I just keep
Maybe
talking.
the person who buy this engine is gonna know how to work on this.
Yeah.
Watching our videos.
If you wanna buy this engine, just let us know. It's for sale now. And who buys, we can give all the informations in the videos to try to help you understand the engine. That's a good idea. It's all loose now. We just need to decide if we do that now or later. In order to take the gearbox off, we just need to unhook the oil pump. And if we unhook the oil pump, we just need to take these screws off and we can take
And they're already loose, right?
Yeah, everything's loose.
With you, the sun is shining 24/7. 'Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you.
Sometimes you think the task is easy. It is, but it took like half an hour to do this.
No, but this was better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be harder.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
it's a huge step.
Yay!
Good news is this is off. The only thing connecting the gearbox to the engine are these screws and this pump. Now is the tricky moment. This is the pump that takes oil off the engine and off the gearbox. So it's connect both parts, so we need to divide. We need to take off the hose that go from the pump to the gearbox, and maybe we can leave attached to the engine. What do you think? So we just take the gearbox and then these will go together with the engine.
Can be.
When we think it's gonna be easy, it's really hard. When we think it's gonna be hard, it's really easy. I don't get it.
Good. I'm glad it was easy.
Yeah.
Oops.
No. All we need to do now, in order to take the gearbox off, is to lose every single one of these screws. That, by the way, it's really easy. But we're not gonna do that before we open up the hatch on the top of us. So, gearbox ready to go. We need to take the heat exchange off, and we can open up the hatch on the top. We're doing really good. I'm excited.
Before we go, we decided to work a little bit more.
It's not night yet, and we have a lot to do this week. So, if we got a little bit more done, maybe tomorrow, by the end of the day, we're gonna be ready for Monday. Have the travel lift over to take our engine off. amazing how more clean this is already. Check this out. I don't know if you can see the difference in camera, but seems like the engine is even smaller now, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All we need to do now is to take this big boy off. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
We did it! That was a big step. Now, we're pretty much ready to lift this engine.
Look at this.
I think all we need to do now is to take this hose. That's really simple, just loose and open the hatch. But the hatch is just
Tomorrow.
not
Tomorrow's problem.
yeah, tomorrow's problem. One problem at a time, baby steps. But today was a really successful mission. Successful day mission. Yeah. When I'm tired, I start like mixing words and
It's
they
really
don't
hot
make sense.
today.
Yeah.
I
These
guess we see you tomorrow. That's
time
the
has
plan.
come. Yeah, come with me. Today's gonna be the trickiest part in the whole process, I think. That's to take this hatch off. We need to open this hatch. We need to first just take. This is gonna be the easy part. Supposedly.
Supposedly. Should be.
Yeah, we need the other two, but after we unscrew, we need somehow to take all the Sikaflex off. That's gonna be a nightmare. Definitely.
So let's take
Yeah, let's do it.
the floor.
Are you ready for this? This is the day we are gonna regret using Sikaflex for sure, because this must be so well glued. It's gonna be like a nightmare. Get ready. At one point we need to try. We need to start. It's so loud today here. Yeah. What we're gonna try to do is to use these shims, hardwood shims, and to slide in between the hatch and the boat, and maybe this, and some utility knives, and if we need the heat gun, we'll see. Let's start with the
We
utility knife
probably need.
first. Yeah, probably. First try, not successful. I mean, I did some progress, but it's late today, we have a lot of other things to do, so we're gonna keep going tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Second try. Today we're gonna take this hatch off, I promise. I mean, I'm gonna try at least. One mistake yesterday, I think, was to leave these washers in, because with the washer in there is more pressure holding this hatch in place. So I think if we take all the washers off, it's gonna be easier to take the hatch off. Let's hope so. I think the tough part I did. Check this out. We have an opening here already. That's the tricky part. Now that we have an opening, I can stick shims inside of the opening and keep hitting the Sikaflex, and it slowly is gonna open up. Because the tricky thing about this hatch is that here I have a little bit of clearance to work. Not much, but I have. But there's no way to put any shim there, and that's really tricky. But if I can manage to get the corner, that means I can start lifting, and then I can do the same in the end. That means it's a matter of working it now. I mean, a lot of work, but at least I think I see light on the end of the tunnel. That's pretty good. Let's keep working it. Doesn't this sound good? It's just amazing. I love this sound. That sounds like we're almost there. Check this out. Time to undo a job. We unfortunately need to undo this job, otherwise we cannot take the hatch off. So this off. Are you guys ready for this? Time for the truth. Now that everything is ready, let's see if this is gonna go off for real. Let's try this. That's a win. Let's hope. But a win is only a win when it's for real. I need to put this whole thing up. I think we can call this a win. There is no point on taking it off. It's loose, 100% loose. All we need to do is to lift, and we can take the engine off. So I'm gonna wait until Monday, so we can do that with the crane here. So we can take actually the engine off and just take this off once. Sounds like a plan? Successful day. See you guys tomorrow. I mean Monday.